Hi, it's a Pear Deck Quickie. Pear Deck promotes 100% student engagement. Formative assessments during lessons include agree to disagree, true, false, drawing lines to timelines, placing images on a map, graphing, matching, mind maps, and much more. Let's get started. Here we have a Google slide deck that has some interactive Pear Deck slides embedded in it. So we're going to go up to add-ons, scroll down to Pear Deck for Google Slides add-on, open Pear Deck add-on, and the software will open to the right. And then you would start the lesson. Before we do that, I want to give you a quick browse through some features. The three lines to the right here, you can toggle on or off your student logins. You probably want to keep that on to get their names, and you could review sessions, but we'll do that later. You can also peruse the template library. I'm not going to go through it now, but it's got thousands of templates already made for you. You can also create your own. Like I said, if you have a Google slide deck that you want to make interactive, you don't have to reinvent the wheel. You can just add the questions onto your slide deck. So, for instance, I could pull up this slide and say I want to make it interactive with a website. I'm going to click on website as my option. Got in there, update slide. And right here, it has made the slide interactive. If I delete this, then the slide is no longer interactive. So I'm now going to start the lesson. At this point, you have to choose whether you want the students to work at their own pace through your interactive slides, or if you want to lead them through that. I'm going to choose instructor pace to show you both sides. So we're launching the presentation, and it's generating the code, and you can either share this link with the students, or they could go to joinpd.com and enter in this code. For now, I'm going to give students a link because that's how you would be using it remotely. So my link is copied to the clipboard. I'm going to go in as a student, and that link could be in your Google Classroom. Very easy to just insert that in your classroom. The students would click on that link, poof, voila, they'd be taken right to the Pear Deck. I feel great. And it loads the presentation. All right. Now we go back to what the teacher sees, and the teacher sees that one student is connected, and she can now start the class. Being that it is teacher-led, whenever I can click on a slide and go to the next slide, go to the next slide, I take the student with me. I can also, I could have chosen student pace in the beginning, or I could just turn on student pace on the fly. Now, when I go back to the student view, I can go wherever I want. I'm also going to work independently and answer these questions. Oh, what is filling your bucket today and what's draining it? Filling it, positive outlook, and draining it, news is draining my bucket. Okay, we can go on to the next one. What's your favorite? This is multiple choice, obviously. I think we're going to go with Cubs. And again, you can see the bar down here. This is what makes the slides interactive. Check out our website. This was a web option. This is a SEL slide for stress check, and the students can put their data in, and it will record how they're feeling. And I'll show you that later. Let's, drag the icon. So the fish goes to Asia. The dot thing goes to Africa. The flag goes to Australia. And the compass goes to Europe. Kids really enjoy doing these interactive slides. Illustrate. Setting. Okay, so you can just tell them whatever you want them to illustrate. You have your line tools, your eraser, your pen tools. And basically, they could just draw whatever they want. Draw lines to match the answer. Oh, well, I think I know. Verde's green. Rojo. Is that purple? Amarillo is yellow. I think I'm right. Okay, now the student is at the end of the interactive slides, and we are going back to teacher mode. So when the teacher switched from teacher-led to student-paced, she or he would have got this screen. You want to go to teacher dashboard. This is where you can see the answers coming in real time as they populate, as the students are working on them. You can also stop the students from working right here. Stop student pace and lock their screen. There are 3 views in Pear Deck. You have the projector view, the student view, and the teacher view, as we've seen. You can lock screens. You can create a new prompt on the fly. This is that Pear Deck pop-up. You just want to insert one of these into your Pear Deck on the fly, you can do that. And this is the show responses. So if you look at a response, this is when the students started and said, "How you doing today?" That was their response. You can star certain answers to highlight those. You can add feedback, and you can also hide the response. When you do that in a group view and hide the response, when you then switch over to projector view, it can open it in a new tab and then just show the ones that you've highlighted for the students. And notice it's also anonymous. You either have list layout or grid layout, and I want to show you what that looks like when you have more than one student. So this is one of those SEL slides, and you can see, you just scroll over and see all the students' names. It's pretty cool. This is a grid layout of a drawing slide. Multiple choice. You can find your sessions here. You log into peardeck.com, you log in, go to session. You can see your active and archived Pear Decks. There's also options over here to restore to classroom view, see the teacher dashboard, and end session, rename, archiving. You can also find your sessions right here where those 3 lines were at the beginning. You can get there that way. Okay, that's it. Now it's time for puppies and kittens. You can book me if you like more PD and Pear Deck. I would start out with a few SEL slides to introduce your students to Pear Deck and work from there. The more you use it, the more you'll love it.